Witness city scatter with surprise blast and suffering from earthquake and floods in past decades of humankind. This is our natural calamities collection beyond belief. On January 25, 2019, Brazil witnessed a tragic event when the Brumadinho Dam collapsed, releasing a destructive torrent of mud and iron ore waste. The disaster resulted in the loss of 2070 lives, burying the nearby village of Corrego do Fiasco and causing extensive environmental damage. Investigations uncovered that the dam had been poorly maintained and lacked adequate safety measures, prompting widespread criticism of mining giant Vale, which owned the dam. The incident raised serious concern about industrial practices and safety standards in the mining industry. In 2015, Cyclone Pam hit Vanuatu, bringing extensive destruction in its wake. With wind speeds reaching Category 5 levels, it caused severe damage to homes, infrastructure and crops. The cyclone led to loss of life and presented significant challenges for Vanuatu in the recovery and reconstruction process after the disaster. The resilient island nation faced a daunting task in rebuilding what was lost due to the powerful impact of Cyclone Pam. The Kerala floods in India, especially in 2018, brought unparalleled devastation. The intense monsoon rains caused widespread flooding, displacing thousands and resulting in substantial loss of life. Homes, infrastructure, and agriculture fields were severely impacted, presenting enormous challenges for recovery and rebuilding in the aftermath of this natural disaster. Hurricane Maria, a powerful Category 5 storm, struck several Caribbean islands, causing extensive devastation, particularly in Puerto Rico. The hurricane resulted in around 2,975 fatalities and significant damage to infrastructure, including the island's power grid. This left a large part of the population without electricity for months, highlighting the lasting impact of this formidable natural disaster. In 2015, Nepal was shaken by a powerful earthquake measuring 7.8 magnitude, centered near the capital city, Kathmandu. The quake caused significant damage throughout the country, claiming the lives of over 8,000 people and wreaking havoc on historic landmarks, including UNESCO World Heritage Sites. The aftermath presented Nepal with substantial changes in the recovery process, as the nation grappled with rebuilding and overcoming the impacts of this disaster. In 2019 and 2020, the Amazon rainforest experienced a significant increase in fires.
This ferocious and this intense.
Many of these fires were started on purpose for deforestation and agriculture, causing widespread destruction to vital part of the rainforest. It was a tough time for the Amazon, as intentional human actions took a toll on this crucial ecosystem. Cyclone Idai, one of the strongest tropical cyclones in southern hemisphere, struck Mozambique, Zimbabwe, and Malawi. The cyclone brought widespread flooding, landslides, and a lot of destruction. Unfortunately, more than 1,300 people lost their lives. and millions of others in the region were seriously affected by the cyclone. It was a tough situation for everyone involved. After staying quiet for many years, Taal volcano in Philippines, located in Batangas province, suddenly erupted. It sent a huge column into the sky, and authorities had to evacuate thousands of people to keep them safe. The fallout from the eruption, with ash even reaching the capital city Manila, caused a lot of problems, disrupting normal life and travel in the region. It was a challenging time for the people living in the area. In the port of Beirut, a really bad explosion happened because of some stored ammonium nitrate catching fire. It caused a lot of destruction and many people lost their lives, more than 200 to be exact. Thousands of others got hurt and tons of buildings were damaged. The whole city was in shock after this terrible incident. In 2019 and 2020, Australia faced a serious crisis with the bushfire that wreaked havoc across several states. The fire was so huge, covering vast areas and causing a lot of damage. Homes were destroyed, and sadly, more than 30 lives were lost. The impact was deeply felt in Australia, affecting the environment, wildlife, and communities in a big way. It was a difficult time for the country as it grappled with the destructive force of these widespread blazes. Once there was this huge earthquake in the Indian Ocean near Sumatra. It was super strong with a magnitude of 9.1, and it set off an enormous tsunami. This giant wave caused a lot of trouble in 14 different countries, leading to one of the deadliest natural disasters ever. Sadly, around 230,000 people lost their lives because of it. It was a really tough time for everyone affected by this tragic event. In the Philippines, there was this really strong tropical cyclone called Haiyan, or Yolanda as they call it there. It was one of the strongest ever, with crazy winds reaching up to 315 km per hour. This superpower storm caused a lot of terrible things, especially in Leyte province in the central part of the country. More than 6,000 people lost their lives, and there was a ton of damage everywhere. The whole place was hit really hard. In the beautiful part of southwest China, a really big earthquake measuring 7.9 hit. It caused a lot of problems. More than 59,000 people lost their lives, and many others had to leave their homes or deal with things being broken. The buildings and the roads got messed up, changing everything for the people there.